Hello! Welcome in, everyone. It is exactly 5 p.m. I hope that time is working correctly where you are, where it is exactly 5 p.m. as well. Welcome in. It is Friday. It is the Mike Show. Just today, just me. Although I think Audrey might have just joined the chat here a minute ago, so that's cool. Audrey is at the Dallas Pen Show, so she won't be joining us today. But wait, what? Primary and backup streams? What in the heck? I don't even know what that is. That's weird. I've never seen this message before. Okay, I'm going to ignore that for now. Let's say hello to the folks who were in the chat early on. Gate and Becky and Ruth and Russell and Greg and who else here? Nigel and Universal Exports. Hello, hello. Thank you for saying I was a good guest on the Pen Act. I was on that. And then Deli and Willem and EU Williams and Ryan and Christine Chen and Russell Bickford and Stacey Paley. Who else am I missing? And Carol here and scrolling. Becky here. Tom Morley's here in the chat. Dustin Wilson's here. Fergal's here. Atomic Elf is in the chat. Hello, Elf. Who else? Lisa S. And, man, there's a lot of chat going on. Man, y'all are really going to a good clip today. And let's see, Howard here and Susan and Mary and JC and Eric Linneman and Greg Thomason and B. Haven and another different Stacy and Iron Mike. Hello, hello. Kudos to your family top 5 videos. Your color family. Oh, thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate that. Glad you are enjoying those. On and off busy. Wish you could chat more. Yeah, Audrey's been having fun out there. Oh, and a Michael I saw there as well. So you're getting ready to pick up a bottle of KBZ Coffee Scented Ink. No, I've got a sample of that. She doesn't need to get a bottle. Somebody was kind enough to send me a sample of that, and I believe they're here in the chat. Let me look at my cards here. I have a bunch of inks that I have swatched and have not entered in my FPC record, and that is one of them. It does smell like coffee, that is for sure. Let's see here. There is a Scrags here, indeed. Looking for mommy? Yeah, she is. She has been weird about that. Yeah, here's KBZ Smells Like Coffee. Right here. Yeah, like that. Nice looking coffee colored ink. I haven't, and it does smell like coffee in a good way. I have not had a chance to put this in a pen yet, but it does look good. Actually, tell you what, I will be right back. Y'all hold tight and check out this BRB screen for just a sec. Be back in just a sec. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, I'm back. Oh, Mike is back. Everyone pretend we can't hear him. Oh, don't do that. That's not nice. So glad to join live. Hey, Tina Tree, what's up? Forgot to give you a topic. Nah, y'all can come up with a thing like that. Smells like coffee. Yeah, it does smell like coffee. Hold it close so you can't smell it. Actually, you can't smell it anyway because once it is dry, it doesn't smell like anything, which is nice. You want that from a scented ink, I think. Hi, Scrags. You want to be on my lap? Are you going to be a lap dog? Girl, come here. I got a scraggly dog. Mwah. There we go. Who will drink it? No one. Here we have a scraggly type dog right there. Need a bag recommendation? Well, this is a good day for that because Audrey is not here. Hold it close again. Oh, yeah. I forgot to give us a topic. Everyone, finishing work in 30 minutes. Yep, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Mouth is moving. There's no sound. No, it's not working. I know there's sound. Hi, sweetie. What's up? What you got going on? Mwah! Goodness. Have a major ink question today. Well, we have some of those that we can answer. Wait, who's sick? Is Ruth sick? Grateful for Kleenex. Tumin's sidekick was delivered today. On your way home now. That's very good. Everybody likes that. I have not. I don't actually have either of those bags you've recently gotten, Tina. Describing myself about how bad pilot converters are. They somehow made the terrible Con 50 even worse. Wait, which one's the Con 50? Is that the... Could have sworn that was a Con 40. Oh. Con 40 and the Con 50 are very, very similar. Okay. Those are these here. So there's a Con 70, which is the big push button one, which is not great. There's a Con 40, which has the little clear piston knob. And then there's the Con 50, which has a black piston knob. And it has, like, that one weird, like, I don't know, cap-shaped thing instead of the little BBs. Interesting. Interesting. Con 50s. What are you going for on Amazon's? $23. Do not buy one of these for $23. That is very silly. Replace the 50 with the 40. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. This is definitely the older model. Don't buy one for $50. That is outrageous. Con 20? Ugh. That's the worst of all possible worlds. That silly, like, squeezable thing? Gross. Saw something about those. I didn't see anything. I didn't see the comment about the pellet converters. They're not great, though. They're only kind of okay. Added all those annoying beads. Yeah, I don't mind the beads. I think they're okay. Not really a problem. Let's see. Had a converter fall apart the other day when you were trying to fill the pen, but don't remember what brand it was. Oh, interesting. Probably a Sailor, I'm going to guess. First time we ever made the live chat. Well, welcome in, Keith. Welcome in. Con 70 would be cool if it wasn't a nightmare to clean. It is an absolute nightmare to clean. I hate cleaning that thing. You actually, and if you want to take that thing apart, which you kind of have to actually clean it, you have to make yourself a weird tool out of a paperclip to do that. I found a YouTube video showing me how to do it, and that's like the only way I've found to actually get the ink out of the back of that dumb converter, because it sucks. Stream Elements bot is running. Welcome, bot. I never have issues with the Con 70. You're actually the only one. I mean, if you only ever fill it with the same ink, it's not a big deal. What's so hard to clean? Well, I'll show you. Any advice on a full ink on the Con 70? You mean how to fill it completely? You can't fill it completely. In fact, you can never fill any of the pilot converters completely. And I'll show you why. So, it's my bag and box of converters. So this is the Con 70. And the problem with the Con 70 is that you will get ink back here, back behind this little piston bit, and it's inside here, and you can't actually get in there. It's a huge pain in the butt, and you have to... There is a way to do it, and I forget what it is. I can't remember if this comes off. I don't know. You have to find a YouTube video about it, but there definitely is one. Shoot water into it from a syringe. Yeah, that'll help you get this volume. But when it gets back here, you absolutely have to take it apart, because this is the little piston thing. You can't get there. You just can't do it. But the reason you can't fill these completely is because of this volume right here. Hi, sweetie. What are you all panting about? What's going on? Do you need to go outside? You just ready to be off my lap? Want to go pee? No, you just want to look at me like a weirdo? She's like, why are you talking to the computer? This is not what we do here. This volume right here is taken up by the like the nipple assembly on the pilot pens. Let's see if I have one here that I can show you. These all have ink on them. That would be a terrible mess. Let's try. Huh. Have I inked all of my pilots? Is that possible? I mean, it is possible, I guess. It's not super likely. I know I have a Plumix around here somewhere. What did I do with that little box with a Plumix in it? Well, I don't know. I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, there's like a big old nipple assembly in there. And so that's always going to have air in it. Like you just can't ever get a full fill on these things. These do get fairly full. Actually, you can see right there, you can see this does not been cleaned out all the way because that's where this dumb thing was. The other problem with this is that you see that this little pipe right in the middle? Ink goes in there. And like getting the ink out of there is just a nightmare. They're just a pain in the ass to clean. I hate those converters. Ugh. So, getting behind the plunger and Lamy converter. Lamy converters aren't too bad. You can just take those apart. I've actually got a short video up on my channel about how to take those apart. It's super easy. The opposite of like Schaefer's converters, pistons always feel smooth. Yeah, the Schaefer converters are just fine. This is a Schaefer actually right here. Totally fine. I did actually have to chop the top off of it for some reason. I forget what it was. I think it just wouldn't fit in one of the Schaefer pens, and it was irritating me, so I just chopped the tip of it off. But the beads are great for shimmerings. Yeah, the beads don't bother me. The other thing that's weird about these is they're not opaque. They're translucent, but it makes it really hard to tell if you've gotten them clean, and I don't like that. I do like that it's very rare that they will actually crack, although I have had one crack across these this opening right here on that plastic bed. So yeah, you can take any converter apart. The hardest ones are these. Here's a different one. Yeah, look at this one. This one's not clean completely either. I just stopped using them basically. Like, I'll use the Con 50 because like I can't get this stupid rod clean unless you take the whole thing apart. It's just a nightmare. This one's never been used. This actually has an interesting thing. I don't know what that deal is. What's that little Framus? This is a brand new one. Probably came with the 7. What the heck did I get? 720. I don't know. It's 700 pen. I've been running frazzled all day. But that's actually a new little Framus. I don't know this one. Put the whole converter in water and move the piston up and down a few times. Like everything. Well, if you do that on this one, it'll just get more water back there. You don't really want that either. So, sucks. 743, that's what it is. Thank you. Thank you for being the other half of my brain while Audrey's not here at the moment. Yeah, this twists. There is a way to take these apart. I just can't remember what it was. I know I had to build something to do it. It sucks. New design to break surface tension of ink inside the converter. Yeah, I mean, that's what this thing's supposed to be for, though. Like, it's already got that little black thing that travels up and down. I don't know why there's an extra. Maybe just because the other plastic thing didn't move enough? How many of these other ones have it? Do any of them have it? Not that one. I have too many of them. This one has it too, actually. Interesting. I never noticed that before. That one doesn't have it. I got too many of these darn 70s. There's one of the 20s. Ultrasound. I don't want to put this in an ultrasound because then you just get water back there. Little black thing to make a seal against the opening of the converter? No, it doesn't do that. Wait, does it? Oh, it does. Oh, I see. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. It's kind of free floating, but it will still make that contact. Yeah, this one from my 845 actually has it too. So I guess it has been on there for a little while. I just never noticed it. 3 out of 4 of these do. 3 out of 5 of them do. A couple of these terrible 20s. This is a pump action one. The water shakes out. I mean, sometimes. He's someone who's knowledgeable about Chinese converters to explain which ones are which because they both claim to be international standard, but they're different sizes. They're probably none of them are international standard, actually. Maybe you clipped it for the Schaefer VFM barrel. That might be it. I might have done that, actually. That's entirely possible. Everyone says the Pilot 823 is hard to clean, just wondering why. Oh, it's because you have to take it apart, and you're not supposed to. So, this actually is a custom 823. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is the 7. It looked like it was opaque. So, in order to get this stuff back here clean, you have to like remove the nib and feed. This does not unscrew. If you unscrew that, you're going to break it. But you have to remove these very carefully because they can break. And if they do, Pilot's like, look, we told you not to take the nib out. But if you're just trying to like clean out any vac filler essentially with water, just water, it's a pain because like you can suck it in, you can squish it out, but like it's not very effective at actually getting all of the liquid out of the barrel. And it takes forever to dry. It just kind of sucks. So it's not great to clean. The best thing to do with the Pilot 823 is just leave the same ink in it all the time. Or get a 743 because that's a cartridge converter and you can just put a cartridge in it and you'll be fine. So the 723 This one right here. Sorry, 743 right there. Same pen, but instead of just like not being able to clean it at all, you just throw a cartridge in there. But pilot cartridges are kind of the way to go for that. So, pen technical talk, it kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. Like, look, I love pilot pens. I have a lot of pilot pens. I enjoy using them. They make some of my very favorite nibs ever. But they are just not fun to try to clean. Or the converters are generally not that great. But they're not going to change that. I know a lot of people tell like Brad Dowdy, like, oh, you got to get them to change it. They're not gonna. They're not interested in doing that. And they're not going to do it. Con 20 is the easiest to clean. Just take it out of the pen, just run it under a tap. I mean, yeah, you can, I guess. But I never know like if there's ink in them. They're totally opaque. They have a little squeezy thing. I've never liked the squeezy mechanism on a pen. It's just never been good. I don't think it's a good way to fill a pen, but main reason you only get piston pens that can disassemble completely. Yeah, so I mean that kind of limits you to like TWSBI Ecos and like Goes and stuff, but isn't there a Chinese standard difference from the Euro standard? I don't even know. Sure about the new Retro 51 Halloween edition coming out soon. I assume there will be one, but I haven't seen anything about it. Best advice you can give for cleaning the 823 is to get the water as clear as you can by flushing it with water and then fill it with water and let it soak for a day or two. Yeah, shouldn't probably be listening to the consumer. Here's the thing about the consumer. We in the US are such a, we the outside of Japan folks are such a tiny piece of their market that it's really just not worth listening to us. That's why they don't necessarily give us all the pens we ask for and that kind of thing, because it's just not worth dealing with us. Like, why? Is the Kakari, I don't know what that is. Pelican's easy to disassemble? Oh, I've never disassembled a Pelican entirely. I'm not even sure. Well, you have to have a tool for that? Is that it's like the nib assembly is really easy. You just unscrew the nib assembly. That's very easy, but I've never actually removed the piston or anything on these. I know you can, but I think you have to have a tool, right? Never done it. The Japanese are okay with these converters? Yeah, or else they just use cartridges. Like, from what I hear, the Asian market is much more cartridge centric than it is converter, for whatever reason. Primary market is office supplies, not high-end fountain pens. I mean, that's true, but nib and back piston. I've never taken the piston out. You can use a TWSBI tool. Oh, no kidding. Okay, well, that's interesting. Yeah, I have just cleaned a whole bunch of pens. Among them, these three. So this is a Faber-Castell? No, this isn't Groff. This is the other one, Staedtler. This is a Staedtler pen, actually. I forget what the name of this one is, actually, off the top of my head, but this is a Staedtler. Weird. I just noticed their name is upside down on the ring. Interesting. Interesting. Pistons you use the TWSBI wrench. Yeah, I've never needed to, so I just never have. Those are actually, Pelicans are easy enough to clean just by unscrewing the nib unit and just blasting water into them. They're pretty easy. Easier than a vac, for sure. Interesting, this is all, it's all right side up when you're writing with it. But when you have it capped, it's upside down. That's interesting. Sea of Retro said the beginning of October. So that's not yet. We got another couple of days. Cult Pens has Inkvent 2023 for $87 and change. That's pretty good. Aquamarine launched a fun thing today. If you take an empty 60ml bottle back to the shop in The Hague, you can get a new one for €12. You take enough back, it could be worth it. I think the upside down name is German. They put their book titles in the spine the other way. Oh, interesting. I've never noticed that. I mean, I have a bunch of German pens, and that's the only time I've ever noticed it. Interesting. Only the 800 and the 1000 can come apart. The 600 can't? And the 400 can't? That's weird. Huh. Wonder why. I don't know. I've never tried. Audrey has a 600. I don't actually have one. And then I also cleaned this one out. This is the custom 912 with my Waverly nib, which we talk about actually on the Pen Addict podcast this last week. Brad and I were on that podcast this week. Me and the Pen Addict Brad Dowdy. I was filling in for Mike with a Y Hurley because he was doing St. Jude stuff, so he wasn't available to record. But I think I filled in pretty okay. And then this one is you're not going to really see this one very often, but this is a Bexley Phoenix. I want to say this came out in 2 or 3 different colors, and this was, as far as I know, my first like free pen for review, I think. I know they have different pistons. Mechanism is glued in place. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I know those have plastic pistons, but I know the whole assembly would be glued in. That's kind of weird. Interesting. But this is a pen that I actually thought was glued together until very recently. It's actually a pen that apparently I never cleaned thoroughly. So this is funny story. I had Sailor Kiwaguro in this pen for years at one point when I first got it. It never stopped up. That's Sailor's pigmented ink. I love that black. It's permanent, never stopped up, has a very, very fine nib on here. That ink was great in here, but I didn't think I could take it apart. And it might have been it's either that it is very tightly fitted or it was glued and I just kind of like brute forced the glue, but I don't see any glue chunks. I think it was just, very, very tight. But I had actually gotten ink down in this area. Like, you can actually see a little bit of it in the threads. I haven't got it all out of the threads, but that doesn't really matter. And so I couldn't see it because the inside assembly here is black and the ink in here was black. And so when I filled it with the Count from Papier Plume, by the way, you can get the Count now over at Papier Plume, should be available. So I filled it with that. It was red for a while and then it started turning black and it was picking up black ink out of here, just kind of seeping out of here and up into the ink chamber. And it was making it very, very dark. It looked cool, but it was just did not want to, didn't want to come clean. And so like I soaked it for days and like I would put it upside down in a glass in my, or rather not upside down. I would take off the nib and stuff, filled it with water and put it tipped down in a shot glass in my ultrasonic just to like get the ink to vibrate up out of there. And it was doing okay, but for days it just kept turning black. Like there must have been so much ink dried in there that just kept turning black. And so eventually I figured out that I just used brute force and just took it apart. So now it's all sparkly clean. So I cleaned those out. I've got a few more that I cleaned out, a couple that I cleaned and then refilled with the same ink, like this one, because I've never gotten around to reviewing the ink that's in here, which is Van Diemen's Tiger Quoll Prowl, which is a really nice brown ink with a cool shimmer and a great sheen to it. But it had all like dried and crusted up in here. And as you can see, the fins on this one are kind of messed up. I've never had this happen with another Eco or whatever, but the Eco and the Go use the same feed, and this one just like fell apart at some point. I don't know what happened in here, but like those fins just want to come off. So do be careful with those. It doesn't matter. They don't actually do anything, but it looks weird. Yeah, Tiger Quoll is a really interesting ink, and I keep meaning to review it, and I just keep refilling it. I've got a little bit of ink left, actually. It's very opaque, so it's hard to tell, but I think I'm down to about here on Tiger Quoll. So anyway, refilled that one. So that's good to go again. Also, Dustin, who's here in the chat, sent me a little care package a while ago with this big orange Jinhao pen. Hey, Anna, check your email. When my bottle account arrives, you should try a sample with a smidge of black. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any problems with it going bad with Kiwaguro, but just like a tiny bit of black, like so little black will actually do that for you. He sent this pen and I filled it up with an ink and I didn't like how it wrote, so I immediately emptied it out and filled it with a different ink after I cleaned it here because I wanted to try out this big number 8 nib, and Dustin was like, hey, I know you don't do Jinhao stuff, and I don't, but this one's worth checking out. So he sent me this one, so I'm like, well, I'll check it out. I didn't like the first ink I put in there. It just was like didn't write well. I was like, I don't know this ink. I'm gonna put in a different ink. So today I've cleaned it out and then I've refilled it with Periwinkle Blue from Dominant Industry. I haven't used this ink before, but I do know Dominant Industry, so I was like, this will work. It should work great. So I tried this out, and you know what? It does work pretty well. It's a pretty decent little ink. I also today finished pulling the giveaway winners for my 10K giveaway. So those of you who are well, if you haven't checked your email, do that if you entered the 10K giveaway. If you didn't enter the 10K giveaway, I don't know what to tell you. But do check your emails, because there are some winners here in the chat, actually, which is real fun. Got the count announcement for email from Papier Plume today, and they linked your YouTube review, and thank you. Oh, that's really nice. I haven't gotten that email, weirdly, but they did ask if they could include the link to the video, and of course, obviously. Testing new pens, always use a standard, well-behaved ink, always Sailor Black. Sailor Black is real solid. Yeah. I have a lot of inks that I kind of know how they're going to behave. Like this color I haven't used before, but Dominant Industry is real dependable, right? So I picked those. I've decided I'll give it a try. And if this didn't work out, yeah, I'd put something absolutely bog standard in there. Vanessa had a live stream the other day, and they were showing the Monteverde color changing inks. Yeah, I have a video of that too. Congrats again on the 10K. Thank you very much, Ruth. Appreciate that. Yeah, the new Monteverde color changing inks are pretty cool. That was from San Francisco. Is where I saw those. Where is the video? Here it is. So this is a video that I took there of the color changing inks. These work just like the Crayolas. Like if you were a kid at the same time-ish that I was, Crayola markers used to have this same thing. So you'd write with them, and then they came with a clear one that when you wrote over the other colors, it would change the color of the ink. So this is pretty cool. I mean, it's not going to be one that you're going to use all the time, right? Like this is a very special kind of thing that is for a particular kind of use, which is, I don't know, color a bunch of big swatch of stuff and then like do that and then write over it. I think it would look neat. So yeah, these are interesting. I don't feel like I need to buy the set. I don't know if they cost, but it seems like this is a lot of inks. It might cost a lot, but I don't know. Remember those Crayolas from when your kids had them? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty neat. It's a neat concept. I haven't seen it done in fountain pen ink before, and I think that's cool. I don't think they're going to sell a ton of it, but I do think it's really interesting. Really hot ink, you really need it? Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool ink. I think it's a neat idea, and it works pretty well. Cool if you're not sure what you use it for. Yeah, I know, right? Like, that's the thing. It's not going to be for everybody, but it is going to be for some people. So that's kind of neat. Yeah. So, decent nib. Yeah, the nib is pretty decent. Like, if you look closely at this, I keep switching back and forth, but it's got that thing that some nibs do where they don't really want to write on good paper. They want to write on bad paper just fine. So, like, it writes okay on this paper, but it writes better on inks or on papers that are not as smooth. And I think it's because the nib is very smooth. So things feel like toys. Yeah, they are. I think it's because the nib is a little too smooth maybe, and the flow is not exactly like massive. So it's not dry exactly, but like, it doesn't have a huge amount of flow, and I think it's just a little smooth. So I'm going to review it as it is, but I think I'll have Audrey like rough it up for me a little bit, because sometimes a nib can be way too smooth. That's what gives you like singing pilot nibs and stuff like that. And it can be useful just to, rough them up a little bit. We all think we want our nibs glassy smooth. We actually do not. So 99 for the set. Yeah, that's a lot. It's kind of a lot. Yeah. Congrats, chat winners. Yeah, thanks, Bell Boots. It's been nice of ya. So yeah, I have emails out to everybody who has won a thing. If anybody does not want the prize that they won, I will pick more winners. So, and there are also some things that I won't have yet. So things that were added were, let's see, what got added? Atomic Elf, who may still be here in the chat, donated 3 of his paintings to winners. So there are 3 people who won art, which is going to be great. I haven't heard back from them, but when I do, I will pass their emails and stuff on to you, Atomic Elf. And also, if you remember the Pay It Forward project, let me find this ink actually. Here we go. If you remember the Pay It Forward project, this was the olden days. Yeah, Atomic Elf is here. So let's get some hoorays in the chat for Atomic Elf. But Papier Plume did this ink called Heart of Gold. What was this? 2018. This was, and they did this whole set. There was a Franklin Christoph pen. There were these notebooks made by Story Supply, and there was this great ink called Heart of Gold by Papier Plume. And one of the folks who was involved with that project, like, found some of it. Like, there's like, oh, we're gonna, use this for something else, but they're not going to anymore. And so they found several bottles of it, and they're giving me 3 bottles of it for folks. So I have, I've put that in this giveaway for some winners. So that was very nice of them. And it's a really cool ink. I like it. I haven't used it in a while because, this came out a long time ago. But yeah, Heart of Gold. It's like a kind of reddish, kind of coralish orange color, and it's real neat. So you can see a lot of the coral actually here. Wow, that's pretty interesting. And a yellow halo. Yeah, a little bit of that. That's really coming out coral in hers. I remember it being more goldish, but it's going to depend on the paper and that kind of thing too. So really interesting color. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to go out. I think those are the only late additions. Oh, and I have a Pelican Hub kit. So we had an ink left over at the end. Hey, Gate, thank you very much for the €3. Really appreciate that. We had an extra Pelican Hub kit of ink and paper and that sort of thing after the Pelican Hub, and so our hub runner was kind enough to give it to me to put in the drawing as well. So hopefully that person doesn't already have one, but if they didn't, if they do, I'll pick another one probably. But can't remember. Do we know what the prizes were? Oh yeah, we know what the prizes were. Oh yeah. Here, I'll give you a rundown of the prizes, just so we can, right now, also thank the awesome people who ponied up prizes, because the list is, impressively long. So, Enigma Stationery, Dan made, he makes these ink sample holders that are shaped like a nib and that sort of thing, and so it's a 31-hole, ink sample stand, and so he's throwing in one of those and a bunch of other stuff worth about $100. Goldspot.com put in a $100 Goldspot gift card, which is pretty amazing. The cap, oh no, it's just a cap that fell down behind my stuff here. Anderson Pens put in a $100 gift card. Ian Schoen put in a Pocket 66, a special one that is not on the website, so that's pretty cool. Weird that's just coming up, but hey, thanks for the $3.18 there, Gate. Tom over at Sugar Turtle put in a set of his Diamine inks. Ink Journal put in 2 of the Endless ink journals, the Endless Recorders ink journals, which is pretty great. Did I not say Pocket 6? Yeah, Pocket 6 for sure. And then Endless Pens put in 3 things. One is Wearing Gold Black Cat, which I'll show you here today as well. Pocket 6. Pocket 6. Did I say 66? Sorry. Force of habit. Pocket 6 from Schoen Design. Same price range, but slightly different pen. Wearing Gold Black Cat and the Opus 88 Illusions pocket pen for a winner. An Opus 88 Desk Creatures pocket pen for a winner. And a Wearing Wuthering Heights for a winner. So that's 3 winners from Endless Pens. Atomic Elf, we talked about his contribution of 3 awesome pieces of art. He sent me pictures. He's got a bunch that these winners can choose from, which is really cool. And they all look great. I'm really liking them. He was like, you can pick one. I'm like, no, you should pick which ones. Pick them with the winners maybe. So that's going to be awesome. And then the Pelican Hub kit and the Piff inks. So yeah, that's such an array of cool stuff. Some of those I'm sending out. Some of them are coming straight from the vendors. The email that I sent out to the winners will give details on what I need. These are Black Cat and Wuthering Heights right here. I had a coffee splashing accident. Actually, I was switching out my lamp here, and my chunk of Arco fell in my cup of coffee. I still drank it, but I got a little coffee on the top. These are mine. Don't worry. The one that you get is new and unused. So Wuthering Heights and Black Cat. This one is actually, I think they just put it online today on their Instagram. I don't know when it's going to be available for sale. You didn't get an email? No, only actually one international winner. Only one international winner. And they actually won something that was easy to do international, which was really good. Did the Arco improve the coffee? Yeah, it did make it feel classy. Yeah, classy and super rare. So Black Cat from Edgar Allan Poe. So I actually have those swatched. We did them the other day on my my Twitch chat. So this is Papier Plume The Count, which is available now. And then here is Wuthering Heights. right there, which is a really pretty color. I currently have it in a pen that I'll show you in just a minute that actually matches this pretty well, but I don't think it's the right pen for it. It's actually working pretty well now, but I don't think this is the right pen for it. But it's this kind of like moody, dusky teal with a bunch of shimmer in there. And in real life, this shimmer from a pen comes out like very, what's the word? It's not like just one color of shimmer. It's like a very bright sort of shimmer. So, you don't win, didn't get your ink. Oh, sorry about that, Gate. It's kind of, look, the drawings are random. I don't have to tell you about that, but that was the color of the book cover. Oh, interesting. That's cool. So yeah, very moody kind of color. This is a very nice shimmer. Multi-spectral. That sounds about right. But very bright, very, very shimmery. Looks good in a pen. And then Black Cat looks like this. It is, as you would assume, a black, but it is, it like looks like it shades to a, I don't know, very, very dark navy, maybe? It's an interesting color that it shades back to. And then the shimmer is a copper shimmer. Like a purpley, coppery sort of shimmer. I can't tell if it's actually two colors of shimmer, because on the screen there, it's coming off very coppery. And in real life, I'm seeing like bits of purple, but that might be some like color of the ink going on there as well. Cartridge and syringe is a great solution for ongoing pains with converters. Yeah, for real. But yeah, I like shimmer inks. I think they're pretty cool. This is Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. It looks real nice. So that is forthcoming from Endless Pens. I don't know if it's actually available yet, but it will be soon. And then we can take a look at the pens if you'd like to. I mean, might as well show these off since I still have them in hand. Move some of my pile of winter stuff here. We've got here this one and this one. These are both mediums. So these are the two 88s. Wonder what the Raven will look like? I don't know. I don't know. So this is an Opus 88 pocket pen, and this one is called Illusions. They also just posted this one up on their Instagram today. It's got Beware the Illusions. It's got this cool moonscape going on. It's got a really nice feel to the cap. It's kind of got like a matte feel to this part of the cap. Right there. And then you can see here, number 5 size nib. These are Yovo nibs. And this is a Japanese eyedropper pen, just like the rest of the Opus 88s. Like this. To fill it, you just unscrew the section and just use the eyedropper, which they actually include. Oh, they include a wee little eyedropper. This is smaller than the one for the other pens. That's interesting. They include an eyedropper, so you can just fill it up. This is a Japanese eyedropper style thing, so this actually seals off the section when it's closed. So when you write with it, you'll want to unscrew it just a bit. You don't have to unscrew it all the way. But it also will keep it definitely from, you know, getting all inky in your pocket if you don't want to. Oh, you have that pen. That's fun. So there you go. There's the Illusions. Also comes with an extra O-ring in case you need it. So that's going to a lucky winner. And the other one, these are both from the Hatch series, which is like a little series they do of short run things, is this one, and it's called Desk Creatures. So this one has illustrations of all kinds of... You have that one too, huh? Nice. So it has illustrations of all kinds of desk stuff on it. Coffee and pens and notebooks and all that jazz. Otherwise, the same as the other one, just has a different design on the cap there. So both of these are in medium nibs. And they sent me a set that's broad nibs. So actually, I should probably put Cat in one of those, shouldn't I? I should probably do that. Let's just go ahead and ink one up. Because why not, right? No posting? No, they don't post. They don't post. They are, however, just long enough. Well, that doesn't really post. They are just long enough for me to use, though. So I wouldn't want it any shorter than this. But this is just long enough for a pocket pen for me. It does hit the web of my hand pretty well. There's actually plenty of clearance there. So it is plenty comfortable to use. But yeah, you're not going to want to write a book with it likely. But it is a great little pocket pen size. So yeah. Let's ink up that Black Cat. Why not, right? Haven't got it in a pen yet. Seems like Black Cat's going to be good in a broad nib. I can have an endless pen and endless ink in there. I have some of their demonstrators and never do you like a lot. Lamy 2000 stainless steel. Wait, what's going on here? Hey Greg Adams, what's up? Cartridge syringe, no. Love use with the cap is not exactly secure most of the time. We have a similar experience. The only thing that would make that happen is if the cap retention ring is gone. Otherwise, it should work. The bulbousness was making it hard for you to judge how long it is. Yeah, I get it. It is a weird shape. It is a bit of a weird shape. Let's do this one. Illusions, or let's put it in this one. Yeah. Blackout would be great in the first Opus. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. I'll use a little eyedropper, because why not? Fun. Let's give it a shot. Thanks for being so generous. These are awesome prizes. You know, it is very little me. I am amazed by the generosity of the donors. I just kind of blown away with it, honestly. I have some other stuff that I pulled for giveaway type things, but I'm gonna keep it for a different occasion because, frankly, this many winners is actually kind of hard to manage. So I only got around today to informing winners. Pulling winners took me a while to get done, and then just this week has been extremely busy. So Audrey is leaving, and then attack caps nicely at certain angles. Let's sound a little. Yeah, that's weird. That shouldn't be how it is. That ain't right. So like Monday, I taught all day. And then I went and got my COVID shot because hooray science and boo the plague. Let me grab a thing here. Is it midterm? It is also midterm times. Yeah. So, so I have midterms going on right now as well. But does this fit in here? Yeah, perfect. All right. Actually, will it fit in an Inkapet? Oh, I gotta move this real quick. There we go. When I pull this down, I couldn't see it. So this is an Inkapet. With a little Halloween thing going on. Does pen flash help with discoloration of plastics? It depends on the discoloration. Like, if you have a bit of a staining, it can. Because it's got some soap and stuff in it. So it could. Yeah. Yeah, so Monday night after I taught, I got my COVID and flu shots at the same time. In the same arm. I was like, let's just put all the pain right here on my right arm. And so I did that. But look at that beautiful shimmer down there. And I felt fine. Audrey got hers as well, and she felt kind of rough on Monday. Took the day off, just kind of vegged. And then she planned to take the day off. It wasn't like a surprise. And then I did it on Monday night because I could take, I wasn't teaching on Tuesday. But that meant Tuesday ended up being a total wash. I felt fine, and then I went to the dentist, which is stressful because I've got like dentist anxiety, And so that like kind of wore me out. And then I went shopping, and when I was done with that, I'm like, I am just too tired. I can't do anything else. So I kind of didn't do anything else the rest of the day. Got a little bit in the threads. I was hoping to avoid that, but a little bit on the threads. I'll clean that up. And then Wednesday I taught all day, and I felt fine on Wednesday. Tuesday night I felt pretty gross, but Wednesday I felt totally fine. So I should have used my pipetter. Oh, that would have been smart. I'll do that when I fill the other one. I'll probably put Wuthering Heights in the other one just for funsies. Because why not, right? Let me grab a in here. And then Wednesday I taught all day. And then so yesterday was like my first day this week I've had to do anything. So same arm. Thought they advised against same arm. Nah, it's okay. You can get them in the same arm. They did that before, I think like maybe last year because they hadn't really done any science on it yet. And they're like, we know that they don't interact. We don't know what happens if you put them in the same arm. Turns out it's fine. So you can do that. But I mean, getting a vaccination will make your arm hurt, like at the site most of the time, because they're injecting stuff into you. You know how it goes. No, there's some shots you can't do both in the same arm, but there are others you can. So there we go. I'll probably just have to let it sit here for a minute and get some before the ink actually gets to the nib. But there you go. Now it's all inked up, which is real fun. Opus 88 Mini does post. Look to the end lesson and note the newer pen badges do have posting caps. Interesting. I thought these were pretty new, but that's nice. I'm glad they've, if they've changed that, I'm glad. It's very convenient to be able to post your pen. Let's see. Let's use this. See what happens here. This is some paper that I've only just started playing with. Last year you got them at the same time in both arms. Never again. Yeah, one in each arm is a good way to have 2 sore arms. So, for no Band-Aid, visions of floating Band-Aid islands in the ocean. Nice. All right, let's Predictably, I made a little bit of a mess. Not too much. All right, not bad. Must have been a typo. I know, Tina. I know. Look, there were a tremendous number of entrants. There were 610 entries for this giveaway, which even with the number of prizes that I had to give away, which was, let me look right quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I had 17 giveaways, giveaway winners. Even with that number, out of 610, whew, it's, I mean, look, your odds are still better than the lottery, but, not everybody's going to win, unfortunately. I wish I could give something to everybody who entered. That would be amazing, but I kind of just can't. So... Optional band. Oh, I see. We're going to try some Dominant Industry as well as Birmingham inks. Harder to get in the UK. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You can definitely get Dominant Industry at Cult Pens, and they're in the UK. And they're actually much cheaper there than they are in the US. So I would suggest Cult Pens for Dominant Industry. I get a lot of mine there, actually. Good job separately in case you have a reaction. Doctor said flu, then RSV, then COVID. Because I had a booster a couple months ago. That's cool. Yeah. My last COVID booster was last September, actually, the day after my birthday. So, yeah. I just didn't type well. Oh, I type okay. I have a new keyboard, so I type pretty okay. Pooping begins because taking the Band-Aid off of the hair. Yeah, no, I've got actually you can still see a little bit of redness where I got mine. Wasn't too bad. It did get kind of swollen and red, but yeah, I'm also kind of a furry dude, so way it goes. Real prizes, the friends you made along the way. You know what? That's actually true, I think. So yeah, this is actually that came out looking pretty cool. Just a little splatter here. This is a really nice paper that I only just started using not long ago. I don't know, a couple days ago I started trying this out. But there's that ink. Yeah, that came out cool. I dig it. Still at work, activating streaming videos requested by faculty. Ooh, look at you. So there we go. TikTok inks just messing. Oh, nice. This is a Usari notebook, which I got from Galen Leather at DC. Mammals, right? I know. This is made by, or sold by anyway, Nakabayashi. Probably made by them as well, but I didn't know what this paper was. It's 96 sheets. Does it give me a weight? Oh, it doesn't actually give a weight, does it? It gives a size, but it doesn't give a weight. I wonder what it is. Has store exclusive DIs. Yeah, their store exclusives look kind of light, like kind of pale to me. It feels fairly heavy and very smooth, but I actually really like this. This paper is very good. I don't know what these notebooks go for. Oh, got a little bit of transfer because I didn't let it dry, but what am I holding this up here for? I'm going to scooch in. How is it with a pen? It's real nice. So this is Yurimiku Amamoyoi up here, which is looking beautiful. You can see some of the like sort of bronzy highlights in there look really good. Jacques Herbin Shogun, which is the other black I have with shimmer. You can see it's got gold shimmer in there as opposed to the like pinkish bronzy or brassy coppery shimmer in this one. Baraje looks great in here. Sheen is popping up on there. The shading shows up as well. It's really nice. This is with a signature nib, which is a big old nib. And yeah, nothing comes through the back. Even this, like you can see some ghosting because light ink and dark paper, light paper and dark inks, but absolutely nothing bled through. Even this didn't. Did it buckle? I've got a tiny bit of buckling happening right here, which is when the paper like soaks up stuff and goes kind of wavy, but that'll sort itself out when I just close the notebook. So, Cult Pens exclusive inks are usually lovely and use their DI exclusives. Shogun's always sold out in Parisian stores. It was like that here in the US for a long time. I I actually got a bottle from a friend here in the chat who sent me their bottle. And I found a bottle at Truffet a while ago as well, but it is kind of harder to find. Cult Pens, Deep Dark Brown. The Deep Darks are actually very good. They are very dark in most cases. I'll say with the Cult Pens like Diamine exclusives, they've often been too light for me. Like just kind of pale. In a way I wasn't expecting. Paler than, if I'm going to complain about Cult Pens, anything, I will complain that their swatches are not accurate. They're almost never accurate, which is too bad. But their exclusive Pannonias are amazing. So they have Arvechka, which is a beautiful. Is it a gold edged ink? This one up here? Yeah, so Baraje was one that I did with Pannonia, and I love that ink, obviously. We're doing inks now? I mean, you know, why not? No, we're not here yet. It'll get there eventually. Probably should have put some monotonic in there to help it out, but I didn't do it. So, but yeah, that's Baraje, and it looks really good on this paper. Worked out really well. I think I'm gonna like this notebook, and it's very nice. How do you like the cal in your Masubi? Dimension Midnight, and it's lovely. Oh, I don't think I have that one. It sounds cool. How you liking that that cal notebook? Yeah, Pannonia Pansy Arvechka is gorgeous. I love it. Actually, do I still have it in a pen? I might still have it in a pen. Look over here. Maybe I cleaned this one out. Nope, still have it. So this is Baraje. Oh no, it's almost done. There's just, we'll see if it writes. We'll see what we get here. Did you get anything? Actually, it's a little bit darker than usual, but then there's Pannonia. Yeah, it's a little bit darker than I think it should be. I should just refill it. I have it handy. Maybe I just refill it. I love it in this pen. Sparkly purple, blue, black. What's that? Oh, the Midnight. Nice. Happy day, I got your Pannonia Strigoi today. Missed out on the red one last year, though. Oh, so Strigoi was last year. The one before that was Draculeo, which is my favorite. Yeah, let me know what you think about Strigoi. I just cleaned that out of a pen. And it wasn't too hard. I am glad that I had... What's the difference? They are extremely different. Actually, I have them here somewhere. Did I pre-order the ink vent? Not yet, I haven't. But Rider's Blood is very nearly black, is extremely dark. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Pannonia looks great too. Last ink you bought was Kato Easy Grapefruit. Yeah, Grapefruit is really fun. It's a really fun color. Alright, here's the other one that Pannonia did. This one's called... I don't even know. I will insult everyone in Hungary if I try to say that. I don't know how to say that at all. But it is this color, and it is gorgeous. I don't think I've... Did I put it in a pen? I don't think I did. I don't think I put it in a pen yet. Alright, so where's my Arvechka? Did I take it upstairs like a dummy? I knew I would want to refill it. Maybe I took it upstairs to keep myself from refilling it yet again. There's Strigoi, which is real fun because it's got chompy teeth on here. Strigoi, that red that's in there is actually kind of difficult to get out of your feed and stuff, but with ultrasonic it buzzed right out. It took a cycle or so, but it wasn't bad. And it all did come out just fine. Alright, well, it's not in here. I guess I can't just refill that with Arvechka. Truffet pin box of the month for October will be arriving tomorrow. That's awesome. Can you show the name again? Yeah, let me just look it up. I'll give you a link because it's amazing. I may be saying it wrong as well. No, that's FPC. ARVACSKA. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Yep, Ultrasonics, what's up? Yeah, so that's Arvechka right there, and it is awesome. This was the other one that I can't say, which is... Actually, what does it mean? Regal Crimson. Yeah, really great color. What are these others? Ooh, I haven't seen that one. That's kind of a blue. I don't know if I have to have that one. That looks like a very nice, is it Atlantic blue? Yeah, Atlantic Geek. And then this one looks a little bit. This one actually looks great. I might need to get this one. But this is one of my favorite inks ever. Everyone talks about these two reds. Can't see much of a difference. Oh, let me grab my swatches. I'll show you because there's a big difference actually. Well, it might be your eyes. I can neither confirm nor deny that it is your eyes or not. But yeah, but Pansy's gorgeous. It's a little bit lighter than that actually. It's more like what it is here. All right, so these are dark reds. Maybe they went into maroon. I think I kept them together. Maybe they went into wines. These are like on the verge of so many different colors that it can be tough. I actually bought them. There we go. There's Writer's Blood. Reco for ultrasonic cleaners. Whatever you get on Amazon for like 20 or 30 bucks. They're all pretty much the same. There's that Regal Crimson I was just talking about. Right there. Really pretty pen. Or pretty ink, rather. Looking good. Aren't you sorry from Yoseka? Let's use sorry. Oh, your Bujas are you sorry right now. Didn't like it at first. It's growing very friendly. That's cool. Paint should be good. Hard to tell from a basic swatch. Could be close to. No, Arveshka is not Granada or Okayama. Oh, the other one. The other one is closer. This one is a little closer. I don't think it's really close to those two at all, actually. Just watched Firefox, Birmingham Firefox, and it's a banger, right up my alley. Oh, interesting. I don't know that one. All right, let's find. What was the other blood one we were talking about? Oxblood. Want to drop a link to that one in the chat, Dustin? Maybe I put maybe I have my favorites pulled for that one, and that's why Oxblood is not in here. But I actually just got bottles of those at the same time because it turns out I didn't have a bottle of Oxblood. I didn't even have a swatch of Oxblood because when I reviewed it, it was before I was actually doing swatch cards. Like, they just weren't really a thing back then. Because it was a long time ago that I did that one. Must have pulled it. Oxblood is closer to red. Yeah, it's definitely a red, for sure. Weird ones. Runes. What's that one? Ah, there it is. So there's Oxblood. So, Greg, I think you might be a little behind. I want to include Red Dragon. I don't want to complicate things. Oxblood looks like dry blood. Red Dragon looks like fresh blood. Oh, interesting. Kobe 14 Lapis Lazuli is similar to that one you were showing earlier, the bluish purple. Current favorite. So my favorite, I pulled my favorite purples not too long ago. So here's a shot at my favorite purples. Roaring Klingner Cassia, which is a gorgeous purple. Of course, Boraje, have to throw that in there. Then there's Waterman Tender Purple, amazing. This is Arvechka. And this is very accurate on the screen to what I'm holding in my hand. So, really pretty. Is there sheen on them? You get a little bit of sheen from Oxblood, but not really. Not much. Top 5 bloods? Yeah, I should do top 5 bloods for that, shouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, Arveshka, banger. KWZ, Gummy Berry, beautiful. Meet me in St. Louis, which you can't get. This is an honorable mention. And then Mont Blanc, Beatles, another honorable mention, unobtainable now. So now there are more BPC. Of course, there's more BPCs coming. Like, there's always more of those. They don't stop making colors. They need to maybe calm down. All right, this is going back in here. So yeah, Rider's Blood and Ox Blood are quite different, I think. And of the two, I like Ox Blood better, but they're very different kinds of things. Oh, you sent it to me in here. I see. All right, let's go here. Top 5 bloods. Top 5 bloods. Should I get a $5 ink credit? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Sold out though. Oh well. Keystone formula. I don't even know what that means. Their formula thing is what kind of makes me unhappy about Birmingham. Like, just stop making new things. Stop making new kinds of formulas. Just tell me what they are. Doesn't say. Versatility. I don't know. Interesting. That does look like a really good orange. I like it. I like it. Rider's Blood sometimes gets a bronzy greeny sheen. Pretty uncommon. Yeah, I would think it would be pretty uncommon. I feel like R&K inks are underrated. They are. If you already covered this with subscriber number, go up with Ashford. Yeah, absolutely. That video with the giveaway on it got like 90 people subscribed on that video. So interesting stuff. A5 grid version of the Usari notebook is like $5 on the... Oh, really? Wow. That's pretty great. May have cleaned them out. I mean, good. That's really good. Starting yesterday, found some Papier Plume Blood Pumpkin. Ooh. Oh, Bloody Pumpkin. Yeah. Yep, that's a good one. Pennsylvania is called the Keystone State. They're going local the name. Yeah, well, they have all these different... The reason I say that is because now it seems like they only have one. I think it's called Bloody Pumpkin. I don't think it's just Blood Pumpkin. That's gross. But they had a bunch of them that were like Crisp series and a bunch of different names, you know. And they were all supposed to be different kinds of inks with different kinds of flow and stuff like that. And then they just sort of like started collapsing them into other like series. And I'm like, either separate them and keep it constant, or like don't though. Like, making all those changes just like it means that whenever I review them, like I don't know how to tell people like where to find that one. I like look for the name, but you know, no, just kind of makes it annoying. Blood Pumpkin is gross. Blood Moon is fine. Blood Pumpkin sounds gross, and I can't tell you exactly why. But I will tell you that it does sound gross. All right, I'm gonna put a little monotonic. Since we're talking BPC, I'm gonna throw a little monotonic on this sucker. See how this works. Good. Sitting down is good. Oh, hey, since I've got y'all here, check these suckers out. Oh, I need a button for this. Maybe it's under this one? Where is it? Display capture. There we go. Check that out. Which of these do you think I ought to grab? Audrey sent me this as a just like, hey, this is what Van Ness has for Color Traveler at the show. Like, which one should I go for? Let me know. I'll have her bring me home one. Diamond Blood Orange is great. Diamond Blood Orange is excellent. That is a very good ink. That green, olive green, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Teal. It's called Shimanami Blue. That does look pretty good. The mossy green, teal on the red in the front. The red in the front is pretty great. I have this red brick chimney one. This one right here, and it is great. Oh, hey, I can scooch in. Let me scooch out a little bit. There, that's bigger. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my desktop right quick, but I'll come back to this. So, one sec. There. Nope, that's not the right thing. This. So this is Birmingham Pen Company's Monotonic, which is a null colorant pen fluid. And one of the things that it's good for, has it started yet? One of the things it's really good for is actually getting pens started. And one of the ways that I'll do that is I'll just give it like a little drop here. There we go. And I put it like at the top of the feed, or I'll put it in the breather hole sometimes and let it seep down. You can see it's like disappeared down into the feed. And so what that'll do is it will just go into the feed and it'll tell the ink where to go. Because the big problem with starting like a converter or an eyedropper or something when you're not dipping the nib is that the ink doesn't, like, it takes forever to get there. This product is this. This is the Birmingham Pen Co. Monotonic. Shout out to your mother-in-law in her new house. Indeed, shout out to your mother-in-law in her new house. See, there we go. We're starting to get color already. Now it's going to be a little bit light for the first like half page or so, and sometimes I'll just scribble it out. But this will eventually turn black as the ink really displaces. No, this will last forever. So this is 120 mils. It's massive. It's not terribly expensive, but it's ink, but with no color, which is kind of cool. And the thing that I think this is best for is starting pens, because like this was going to take forever to get started. So you can just like dip your nib in that and just like it'll tell we're already getting started. This like worked immediately. That's pretty great. Like that's shout out to Monotonic. It's doing work here. So shout out to Monotonic. But so it's really good for getting your nib started when you have just like put a cartridge in there, or if you've just started an eyedropper. The other good thing about it, though, is at pen shows, I really think that everybody with a table who's selling pens at a pen show should have some Monotonic. Like, not a sponsor, I bought this thing, but it's really good for like dipping a pen in, and then you can scribble on some paper and you can feel how that nib, hey Claire, what's up? How that nib is going to feel on paper with ink in it. Because if you're like me or Audrey, you can just like pick up a pen that's dry and write with me like, all right, I know how this is going to feel. But if you are not a person who has had a zillion pens in your hand and has done that sort of thing, you can just like dip it in the Monotonic and like write with it, and it'll give you the lubrication and the feel of ink without actually making the pen dirty. Hey, Sassy Sense, go say hi to Audrey for us. Welcome from the Dallas Pen Show. And so that means that like you could dip test pens at this show and you wouldn't have to clean them, because like this isn't going to react with stuff as far as I know. It's got no dyes or pigments or anything in it. It's just clear, but it's got all the stuff that an ink would have in it. So, you know, surfactants, all that kind of jazz. So I think that's really what this is great for. Have I tried Noveler Nautiluses? You mean like this one? Yeah, totally. I've got two of them. I might have three. I think I might have three of them now. This one's actually this one's out of ink. I've actually just filled it with some water because it dried out. It was out of ink. So, but yeah, I have them. I think they're great. I really like the ebonite ones a lot. The plastic ones are also good, but I think I've got like three of these. In fact, I had Audrey at the last Dallas Pen Show run and buy me another one. It was the Year of the Tiger one last year. So that was a year ago, I guess. Wow. So there's a hole in your pen. There's 3 holes in my pen. Yeah. I do kind of wish they were straight across from each other, if I'm honest, because it makes it hard to use as a gauge, because you can't really see through it unless you get it in just the right place. But yeah, that's pretty cool about the Monotonic. I think that's a great thing for it. It's not going to be for everybody. Not everybody needs Monotonic, but it does do a couple of things really nice. Purified water, humectant, lubricant, and preservative. Yep. That's what's going on. It's just ink without the dyes. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Usually 17, on sale for 9 right now. That's good. Minitonic sounds like it would be helpful for vintage pen collectors. See dried nib and wish you didn't have to clean the whole pen to look at the nib clearly. Yeah, maybe. Like, I would think with that, you would just want to, like, use water, right? Why wouldn't you just use water for it? Keep meaning to ask. Glad you didn't have a school kill. You've not seen the Nautilus. Yeah, I think it's way better than the school kill. The Skookle. The Skookle. Where's my other one? I think both are in use right now. Yeah, here's the other one. Maybe I only have 2. This is the Year of the Tiger. Sorry, it's about 15 in a second, not 5. Yeah, I think this is head and shoulders better than the Schuylkill. Available only at BPC. Yeah, they make it, so I'm sure it's only available there. Yeah, but this is a great pen. This is one of the this is an acrylic one. The other one's ebonite. This is the broad nib. Writes super well. Yeah, I really like it. It's great. Good length. Great feel. Yeah, it's great. It's a great pen. It's the best pen that Narwhal makes, for sure. Need a monotonic now too. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is the best pen that they make. I have a bunch of where are the rest of them? I have several other pens from them inked up at the moment, and this is the best one. Why can't I find them? They might actually be in my school bag still, because I had them in my, I think I took them to school with me. Yeah, probably so. Weird. Is it right in front of me and I can't see it? That's the most likely thing. My desk is an absolute wreck. I need to take some time while I have it to clean my desk. Yes, here's a water bottle, almost disaster. This is another Narwhal. I got this one from Galen Pens. This one has Vampire Pigeon in it from Atlas Stationery, which is a very nice shimmery red. Very nice bright red, good shimmer in there. And this is a very nice pen as well. This is just one of their piston models. But I really think the Nautilus is just the best one they make. It's a great pen. Really like that one. So, not a sponsor, but I do really like them. Like You're the Tiger? Yeah, it's beautiful. I think it's all gone. I'm pretty sure Audrey got the last one at DC last year. Just been able to do more on the slide than the other ones you've ever attended. Hey, look, I do what I can. Everyday papers are Muji, Rhodia R, and Mnemosyne. Mostly Muji has some great pocket books. Yeah, I love Mnemosyne. That's my jam for sure. Rhodia is not bad, but Mnemosyne is my favorite. Like her Galen Noveler as well. It's good. You getting a pen for Spooky Month? I know. I've got all my vampire pens actually in inks in pens right now. How are you doing? Yeah, it's actually going nice and black now. Getting there. It's going to keep getting darker as I work through like the little drop of monotonic that I put in there. But I think this is going to be a pretty ink. And it's going to go well in this pen. So you actually see some of the shimmer right there. Like the Nautilus porthole. It's good. Firefox is sold out. Yeah, no, it's totally sold out. Yup. For sure. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, I was going to show you all this other pen I got this week. And that's this one. Take a look at this thing. This is not one that you're going to be able to buy. This was this is like a one-off, I think. It's an unnamed model. This is Firebox. Is it called Firebox? I could have sworn it was Firefox. Anyway, Firebox, that's awesome. So this is by a pen maker named E.T. Turnings, who we found on Instagram and also on Etsy. The top here and the rings down at the bottom and also the section are made of a material called Operex. Or Operex? Probably Operex, which is a synthetic opal that's made of like crushed and ground up tiny bits of opal. It is stupidly awesome. I mean, yeah, you're right. Stupid pretty. It is stupidly good looking. Look at the section. Look at the the chatoyance and the color. Look at the just. I mean, like what? It's wild. Somebody sold this one on the Pen Addict Slack, and I bought it immediately. If you like Firebox, just get Streetcar. They're basically the same. Oh, even those aren't as good as this one. Yeah, this is amazing. Like, holy smokes! I love the bands at the bottom, and apparently they poured the other acrylic, the body, on this one. You love that pen? Gladly phone home for that pen, right? It's super good. The only thing about Operex is it is a very expensive material, and so if you get a pen made from it, it's going to be at a pretty good premium. It's not going to be cheap. But she was selling this one very inexpensively over on Slack secondhand, and I was like, I will have that, please. So yeah, I had to get it. It's too good. I mean, it's too good looking. I don't understand. I don't understand how this can be so beautiful, but just like a little chunk like this big and like super thin, like 2 millimeters thin or something, is like $50. So it's wild. I know that River City Pen Co. Rich makes stuff out of this material. Wood Wonders NC makes stuff out of this material. There are a few others. Walltown, I want to say, had some of this material, but it's going to start showing up because they're starting to make it in pin blank sizes or cut it into pin blank sizes. But a pen made of this stuff, full pen, is going to probably be $300 or $400 easily, because this material just, I mean, a 2 millimeter thin chunk this big was $50, just the chunk of material, and you can't even make anything like this out of that. So yikes. But this is gorgeous. E.T. Turnings apparently makes really nice pens. I was not aware of them, but I love the way they did the bands and stuff in here. It's just, it turned out really beautifully. So let's see how this is writing, actually. I filled this up with that Wuthering Heights the other day. Yeah, it's writing great now. I just had to find the right nib for this. I'll probably put this in the other pocket pen as well from Endless Pens. But yeah, I had to show that off because it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, let me go back and look at this thing, because... So yeah, I'm really tempted by this olive green, but of course I'm tempted by olive green, right? Like, that's one of my favorites. This Maple Leaves Carmine looks really interesting. It might be it's probably just a red with gold shimmer, but it looks really nice. The purple looks fine, but also, like, it looks okay. You know, I'm not really blown away with it, I guess. But so y'all are thinking this Shimanami blue or probably olive green seem to be the what do we call it? The consensus. Is that a taupe on the left? Susan. Olive and turquoise. Yeah, I think that's true. The purple's real good. The purple does look really good, but, like, I don't know. Is it super... Like, is it going to be that much different from some of the other great purples I have? I don't know. Purple or mossy green. Yeah, probably this olive green. Yeah, maybe I'll have Audrey grab me some of that olive green. I feel like the turquoise or this teal or whatever this is one that I have. Nice shading on that blue. Yeah, the blues look nice. Yeah, maybe I'll have her get that olive green. The scarlet's great, but I don't know if it's going to displace some other scarlets for me. I also have a sample of that red Lighthouse Night Black. Olive green. Love Maple Leaves. Yeah, that looks really interesting. I should probably just get samples of all the rest of them, right? But I don't know. Let's see. Can I put hands on the pen that I have this inked in at the moment? There we go. I haven't watched the new video yet. Did you video it without cats? Which one? What are you talking about? Olive's interesting. Would be nice along with the purple. Zoom in on the maple leaf. I think it's going to be red with shimmer. Oh, the fire. Yes. Yes, I did. So the wax one. Yeah. I didn't do the fire live on stream. Yeah. Or I didn't do the fire live on the video. I just made the seal beforehand. Yeah, looks pretty good. Maybe purple. So this one is the other one I have. This is that Saijo red brick chimney. And I love the way this color goes. Like, it's just such a nice, like, I don't know, just, it's kind of matte. Like, it's kind of a dusty red. I don't have anything else really like this, I don't think. It's really nice. Yeah. I think it looks cool. So this makes me want to get the rest of them. So, yeah. It's a nice red. Reds are hard. Yeah, reds are hard. I have a lot of really nice reds, but I don't have anything just like this. This reminds me a little bit of Roaring Klingner Morinda, which was kind of like this, but more ketchup-y. Like, it looks exactly like ketchup. This one's kind of ketchup-esque, but It's got something else to it that I can't really put my finger on, but it's got a quality that I really enjoy. So, yeah. So Color Traveler has made my list of cool stuff now for sure. For sure. I'm gonna say you really dug the chimney. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. This cat loves the fire. Yeah. Mr. Nose did not come in and participate when I did it again. So. Yeah, that's the one I have the bottle of. Looks like Fire Opal, which I know you hate. I hate Fire Opal? Who makes a Fire Opal ink that I hate? Monteverde Fire Opal? I don't hate Fire Opal. That's fine. Kind of makes ketchup mustard relish. I know, right? Oh, no, you love it. Yeah. No, I don't... Yeah, it's fine. How's it Color Traveler compared to Rebirth from Papier Plume? It is much redder. The Papier Plume one, actually, well, I have both of them pens. Hey, you get a good paper to show it on. So this is the dregs that I have left. That's all that's left of this full fill because I really like this ink. This is the Rebirth from Papier Plume. I'm not sure if you can get Rebirth anymore. That was from the DC Pen Show, and I'm not sure if it's available otherwise. When it dries, anyway, it'll be way different. And this is Color Traveler. It's actually Saijo Red Brick Chimney, but... So... Yeah. The Rebirth is much browner. Yeah, it's not even close. No. This looks so good on this paper. Like, see how it's kind of drying? Like, it almost looks like it has a silver sheen or something over the top of it. It doesn't. It doesn't have a sheen at all. It's just like... It just changes to that color, and I've never seen anything like this one. That red brick is amazing. Super good. If I didn't already have a bottle of it, I'd tell Audrey to get me another bottle of it, because it's gorgeous. So, yeah. I've only seen it at... I'm not sure who all has it. I've only seen it at Van Ness. And to be fair, to be totally transparent, Lisa Van Ness gave me that bottle of ink for review or whatever. So... I wouldn't say that I am biased that way, but I did get that bottle for free. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna buy more because it's amazing. But let me just like white balance this right quick, just for funsies. The light is getting weird outside, so it's I think changing my white balance a little bit, just a little bit. It's like the light coming in my window up here is just yellow right now. It's really making things weird, but I don't think it really matters for these two. Still looks awesome. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. Here's the other ones. Yeah, still good. I will say this didn't change much, this Amamoyoi, but it might be that it's just kind of condensed a little bit in the pen because I'm just on the last just drops of Amamoyoi. But just learned about, I think, Goose Poop on. Yeah, it just looks like goose poop. Goose Poop on. It is a cool name, and it's a really nice looking ink actually. Goose Poop on is it's a weird name for a poop looking ink, but it is good. It is good. So, that'll keep up. All right. Oh, and the other thing is I wanted to look more at these because you test the olive green is nice. Oh, do you have that one? Sometimes one thing Mike does not make that ink sound appealing. Goose poop on. Well, it is what it is. Kind of like I see it. It is a weird ink, but what's that backpack on the hook behind you? Oh, we can talk about that in a sec. Somebody needed a bag recommendation, I think, right? So these are the notebooks that came with my Gobi leather cover that I posted this week, which I have been using for a few weeks now, actually, since I got back from San Francisco. Just picked up a few little scrapes here and there, but this is a gorgeous notebook cover, and I've been keeping somebody wants to nominate me for a teaching award, so I was trying to think of who to put in there. But I have a campus notebook in there, and my little mini Jaboon, and my Travelers Post-its back here. Just spent $80. Nice. But I've been using this, and it came with a pair of notebooks. And when I was trying them out in the unboxing video, I was like, I don't know, this doesn't seem great, because I had some feathering. Oops. And actually, Urban on that video pointed out who makes these notebooks because he recognized the little stamp down here. I couldn't read this at all, but he recognized the rooster stamp. So the first three up here are what I tried out on that video. And Baraje, you can see, actually did do some feathering. That's that signature nib, though, so I'm not super surprised. But I was surprised by it on Colorverse and the Andarillium, especially the Andarillium. Which mini Jaboon? I'll look at that again in a sec, David. If I don't, remind me. But I don't want to put this down at the moment. I'll forget. And so somebody on there asked, like, wait, so it's not any good for fountain pens? I'm like, I don't know. I need to try it some more. And so I put some more things on it. So I used Girbon Shogun on there because I have that in a double broad sig. I wanted to see what that did. And it behaved perfectly. Like, there's no feathering at all. At all. I used a Blackwing Palomino on there. It was great with a pencil. This paper is very thick and it has a bit of tooth to it, so I wasn't surprised about the pencil thing. And then I used on here Papier Plume The Count, which worked very, very well. No problems there. Sailor Amamoyoi was like spreading and feathering for some reason, which is weird because I haven't seen that with any other paper. Diamine Michael worked perfectly well. And then Cozy Up worked perfectly. So I don't know what to say about this paper. It's real thick and it works with a lot of fountain pen inks, but not all of them, which is weird, but it's just the way it is. I don't know how to tell you about that. So it doesn't have to do with wetness. It doesn't seem to have to do with the nib. It seems to have to do with just particular inks. So that Sailor and then Baraje, Color Traveler, Colorverse, and the Andarillium, those all wanted to feather a little bit. But the rest of them didn't do anything. So I don't know. Need a messenger bag with a pass-through for carry-on luggage handle. Oh. I don't have any like that. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what this is. The paper is really nice to write on, though. Like, when you have ink, only like a few of them feathered. And the rest of them just did not at all. So I don't know why. Tooth. We love Kikuyo, Perpanep, Zarazar. Pretty pricey, though. I can't remember which one that's like. I know I had a little booklet with all three of those in there, but I can't remember what it was. And it's for the Jaboon. Let me grab this here and make sure I don't have any notes in the front I can't show. I do. This is the Kikuyo Jaboon Techo Light Mini. I like this one a lot. I'll probably get another one of these. So Jaboon Techo Light Mini is what this one is. It's like a B6 or something like that. Very nice size. It's got just the right amount of space. Yeah, so this is last week. This is the weekly, which is very good. Holds up just fine to fountain pen ink, and everything else seems to work in it too. And then the monthly ones are like this. I did get a little bit of bleed there. What was I using? I don't know what I used there. It didn't like that ink, though. Whatever that was, it didn't like it. I think that might have been this, which is like a marker situation, but I don't know what exactly that was. But everything else has worked in here really well. So this is the monthly spread, a little habit tracker thing down here. I track workouts and stuff like that. But everything else has worked in here great, except for that one ink, and I don't know what that was. So, yeah, this is a very nice one. I like the cover on it. It's real nice. So, anyway, that's the scoop on this little one that I use. But it only has monthly and weekly. It doesn't have the daily stuff that you'll get in like a cousin or something like that. Got it in Navy for 2023, braced in your wreck. You really like it? Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got one in my cart. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but I probably will. Let me go grab that backpack since, who was it? Tina wanted to see that, I think. Let me grab that. If anybody knows of a messenger bag with a pass-through, let me know, because I don't know of one. None of the ones I have that feature. So this is a Chrome Ruckus, R-U-C, oh wait, R-U-K-U-S? Let me look it up. Yeah. R-U-C-K-A-S, Ruckus. This is actually the smaller version, but it's the same thing. Same bag. So this is the Chrome Ruckus. This is the one that I didn't give away at my bag talk. They actually gave me two, so I gave one away and I kept one. And this is a very nice backpack. This does have a luggage pass-through, which is weirdly a little bit loose. Like they could have, I think, tightened that up, although it doesn't make any difference. It just looks a little weird, but that has a luggage pass-through. The straps are pretty good. They are, you know, they feel like they're sturdy. They've got a nice like mesh to them. They got a nice back panel here with like some breathable mesh going on. Sternum strap. Bottle pocket over here on this side. Asymmetrical zip, so this actually zips all the way down the side on one side and 3/4 on the other. So this is the interior, which has a pocket over here, a zippered pocket that goes this way, admin pouch stuff, laptop sleeve area, pins and such. And the front has this fun pocket right here, which goes down to, I don't know, down to here. So a fair amount of space. You can throw a water bottle in there. Let's see, will this fit in there? I haven't done this yet. Yeah, you can throw a water bottle in there if you want to do that instead of putting it on the outside. Or notebooks. This is really good size for like my little A5 notebooks and stuff like that. Throw a bunch of those in there. So this is on the... Oh, and there's also a bottle pocket on the inside. Or you can throw, like, I will put my charging brick for my Mac in there so it doesn't just like bump around. But yeah, it's an interesting bag. Really interesting. So I like it. Kind of like a reinforced bottom, padded back. It's a nice bag. And I want to say it's $90. How does that keep changing? What's going on here? There we go. Nope. There we go. $90 for this one. Looks like a very light bag. It is very light. And it comes in 14 liter and... what was the other one? What was this one? 20 something? 23, 14 and 23 liter. So yeah, this one was $100. The smaller one is 90. So yeah, it's not very expensive. It's not very heavy. I was very tempted to get this white one. The Cynic has a pass-through. Yeah, the Cynic does have a pass-through, but it's not a messenger. And the Cynic pass-through actually goes back through behind the back panel. So it doesn't have this, but goes through the back panel. Yeah, like the flap. Yeah, the flap is good. It's a good flap. And it opens and closes very nicely. It's overhung, so it's more water resistant. I don't think these are waterproof though. Recycled materials, which I like. Does it say what it's made of? Fits up to a 15-inch laptop. Yeah, 1.63 pounds. So recycled polyester. Yeah, pretty lightweight. But yeah, works really well. I've been liking it. Doesn't pick up cat hair, which I was a little worried about. Doesn't pick up cat hair. It's really nice. Good bag to throw in luggage for travel. Yeah, I think you could. Yeah, it would flatten down really well. It wouldn't take up too much room in your bag if you flatten it. Yeah, it's a good bag. I like it. I like the look of the material too. Like up close, it looks very nice. It's got this weave to it. It's very good. Yeah. So I dig it. What else here? Or for this body I live forever. That's facts. Some Timbuktu bags called the Commute that had the pass through. Oh, interesting. Let me see. There are a lot of bags that have a pass through, but there was the Commuter. Yeah, Commuter messenger bag for sure. Let's see this thing. Find a way to exchange real addresses to write letters. If you want to do that, just you can send the if you both send me an email, I can pass your addresses back and forth. Yeah. Oh wait, what of the ruckus? So let's see, does it have a luggage pass through? Does look like it has a pass through. Yep, this one has it. There you go. Commute messenger bag. This is a good bag too. I think my friend Brian Chu used to use one of these. Well, that's too much. There we go. Yeah, Timbuktu. Good call there, David. Good call. The phone book. There you go. PackSafe's Metro Pack. I don't know that one. I know PackSafe. I don't know the Metro Pack. Nope, that's not it. Shop. Maybe MetroSafe? No. It doesn't look like they have messengers on here at all. Yeah, I don't see any Metro. I don't see any of those. MetroSafe. This is a backpack. Oh, it's a sling. It's a crossbody sling. Yeah, it's not going to be big enough to be a What's a trolley strap? I don't actually know what that is. What's a trolley strap? Nice new Conklin All-American materials posted on Instagram. Oh, look at that. Are they posted on Yaffa or something? Trolley strap is lingo for slides over the handle of a wheelie bag. It does? That's the inside. Show me the back. Doesn't look like it has one. Unless you just mean the shoulder strap. Maybe there's a different one. Oh, there's a bunch of different ones. Huh. Probably the backpack, eh? Yeah, there we go. It's on the backpack. Yeah, I see you. I see it. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's a nice little zippered pouch thing. Interesting. It's like built into the strap. That's pretty cool. Doesn't look too big. A lot of times they'll put them like strap it to the outside of the strap and it looks goofy. It just gets in your way. That looks pretty good though. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And PackSafe is supposed to be pretty good for like deterring theft and stuff like that is their big deal. I like the look. It's got a good look to it. 16-inch commuter lac. What does 16-inch mean? In terms of liters. 18 liter. It's a little bit small for me, but I think I could probably make it work. High nose. Hi. There's a nose on the desk. Hey, buddy. Let's see. Let's see if we can find on Instagram. Ooh. You said they were Monteverdes, right? Or no, Conklins. I actually like the All-American. That's a pen that I was surprised that I liked. Oh, don't have them up here anymore. There we go. Yeah, I like the All-American. Those look good. Huh. Misto colors, mixed or mixed together for new unique resin mix of various multiple colors for each pen. I mean, it's coming out very Jonathan Brooksy on this one for sure. That's pretty good. These pens are usually about what, $70 or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I had a clear one. I definitely have a clear one still that I eyedroppered. Let's see if we can find them. Yeah, 50, 60 bucks for a lot of these. I had the all clear one, and it was it's very nice. I actually eyedroppered it, and it was very good. Yeah, seriously updated their materials. They're a bigger pen too. The All American is a pretty good size pen. I'm scruffling Mr. Nose's whole face here. You have a Durograph and you like it? Yeah, I have a Durograph as well, actually, right here in front of me. The metal rainbow Durograph. It's pretty good. The nib is okay. I'd say the nib is fine on this one. The bonus for this one is how it looks. The nib is fine. I didn't like the nib, and then I had Audrey touch it up, and it's better now. It's still not amazing even after that, but it's still pretty good. Let's see. Where is that one? We're going to be in here, but it's not. Adequate. It's adequate. It works. It works. I mean, it works. You know, it's not going to blow your doors off with its performance, but it works just fine. It is perfectly cromulent. No, I must not have the All American here near me. It's gotta be in a faraway pen case. Well, Goldspot had rainbow nibs. Got one to put on the rainbow Conklin. Oh, that's cool. Right here. Yeah, I just don't have my All American near me, but it's good. The All American actually has a really good nib. I was shocked by how much I like that nib. But this one is perfectly cromulent. It works. Right here. I don't know if mine's a Bach or a Yovo. It's one of the two. But yeah, I mean, it writes just fine. It's writing fine. I'd like to be a little bit wetter. I might have Audrey just tweak it to be wetter, because I think that's really what's missing from it now. But it's okay. I think mine's probably a Yovo. It doesn't feel like a Bach to me. So, nose approved. You like it, huh? You like it. Feline wrist support. I know he is like that a lot. Actually, that's one of the things he's into. Is being a feline wrist support. You know, another pen that I haven't used in a long time that I pulled out is this one. This Lamy Nex that I used for the Count, and I really like this pen. I always find the Lamy stub nibs to be a little bit on the dry side for me, but the Count is working just fine in here, and yeah, I've been liking it. It's a nice pen. I just haven't used this one in a little while. Next time, marry a nibsmith, right? Here's a stock Bach nib with the Goulet exclusive turquoise. Hi, I want to scruffle your whole cat face. Here, get on my shoulder, would you? There. Oh, it's 6:45. Without Audrey here to rein me in, I go Twitch long on this thing, don't I? I actually probably should get going. I gotta get some pizza. It's about that time. One of your Sailor pens has a hard extra fine. I have one of those too. It's actually really nice. I didn't think I was gonna like that at all, because it's an extremely fine nib. It's on this pen, which is gorgeous. You should use a Lamy for Strigoi or just a pen. No, don't use a Lamy. I would not put in a Lamy. Don't do it. New Kitty Udo is watching live with him. Is fascinated since he knows appear. Well, that's great. Yeah, this is the hard EF. You ever tried a Platinum Meteor? I don't think so. There's the HEF. I mean, look how teeny tiny that is. Yeah, put Strigoi in something you can take all the way apart. Put it in an Ego, a Lamy Eco, or Lamy. Goodness, I do need food. Twisby Eco or something like that. You're wondering if I'd have pizza without Audrey? Absolutely. Shimmer ink in a Sailor 21K broad. Yeah, you can do that. I don't generally put shimmers in that. I'll put shimmers in my music, but you can put it in broad, okay? Do you know why we can't see your Twitch videos from this week? Well, because Tuesday, well, actually, it's two things. Tuesday, I didn't do one because I had a dentist appointment at about the same time I streamed, and then I was just too wiped out. And then Thursday, I was playing copyrighted music because Brad was. I was like, I don't post these on YouTube anyway. But Twitch actually sent me an angry letter about it. It was like, you can't post VODs and you can't post anyway. It was a whole thing. So yeah, so they're not up there. Might go sometimes. Let's try an actual platinum nib, the metal platinum. One made of actual platinum. Oh, I don't actually know. Let's do this platinum meteor. I'm not familiar with this pen, I don't think. What is this? Fountain Pen Supplies. I've never even heard of this store. Maybe they don't sell the meteor in the US. Oh yeah. No, totally have some of these. Yeah, they're not handy right now, but yeah, we got some of these. I didn't know they were called the Meteor, actually. Yeah, I got some of these. Perfectly good pens. Yeah, really nice. They'll remind you a lot of the Preppy. I mean, they're pretty much a Preppy, just with like a different body style. Yeah, we've got some of those for sure. Wonder what happened to the Twitch stream. Yeah. And we know if Diplomat nibs are made in-house or just finished in-house. So the deal with Diplomat nibs is they are actually made by Yovo, but they're made to Diplomat spec. So they're not like other Yovo nibs. They're a bit different. And I think they are also finished in-house as well. But they're not made in-house. They are made by Yovo for Diplomat to like a slightly different spec. You should be able to, yeah, shooting stars. That's probably. I've got one that's like looks like a cow. We've got like a Gudetama one, all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah. So, what was I going to say? Something. Kitty. Yes, this is Mr. Nose. He is 18 years young. He's a perfect prince. We love him. Tuned by Diplomat, I think. I'm not sure what all they do in-house, but I mean, they must be tuning them because like Yovo nibs, when they just get shipped in bulk, are not like, you got to still tune them. Like Audrey still tunes all the ones for Franklin Christoph and that sort of thing. But Diplomat have staff in the Yovo factory. They do final touches. That seems right. They're a different shape from the standard. A little bit different, yeah. You can still swap other Yovo nibs in there. Like they'll still fit the feeds. But yeah, they are a little bit different than the rest of the Yovos. And they're uniformly great. I've never had a bad one. And I have a bunch of Diplomats. Like, it sounds braggy, but look, I've been collecting pens for a long time. I have, I don't know, like 12 or 15 just Diplomat arrows. Like, I love those. And they've all been amazing. Doesn't matter how old Nose is because he's immortal. That would be great. I don't think that's true. But he is wonderful. Yeah, Eclipsy and Nose are both 18. Yeah. Had to be extra QC. So it's extra QC and also like just a different. They must make them on a different machine too. The arrow capping experience is fantastic. The other one that's amazing is this one. I actually talked about this one on the Pen Addict. This is that Diplomat Excellence A+. Cat cam engaged. But I love the way that these shimmery grooves in here like kind of play with your eye a little bit. It's so sparkly and shimmery in person, and I love this pen. This is the A+, and it's actually got a screw cap, which is very satisfying. You do have to like push it in. I think it's got like a, there's something going on in the cap here as well. That's like inside the cap liner that is keeping it wet for sure. But it's got such a good mechanism. I really like it. Maybe you mentioned this. What's your 2024 planner? I have not decided yet. I have not committed. Is that what Leonardo's doing for their in-house nibs too? I don't know. I think they're probably just getting them from Yovo, but I don't actually know the story. I don't think they're big enough to have like personnel in the Yovo factory, whereas Diplomat's pretty big, so they might. I don't know the story behind Leonardo's though. Can't tell you. Reminds me only slightly of the lovely Pilot striped pens. Well, the thing about the striped pens from Pilot is that they like have straight stripes. And this one, they're all curvy. But they're also engraved. Like you can feel. As I run my fingernails across them. Like they're actually They're engraved in there. But this is a great pen. The disc on the top is different from all the rest of them that I have. I think it's different from my other Excellence, actually. I have an Excellence A, but this is the A Plus, which is a slightly different model. So yeah, it's textured. They're engraved. It's kind of like guilloche almost. Maybe it is guilloche, but it's only got about like a quarter turn. Like you can see this thread right here. You actually see the beginning and the end of the thread. Is that the beginning? Yeah. You can see the beginning and the end of the thread right there. That's how much you have to turn it. Pretty heavy. I mean, when you take the cap off, it does have some weight to it, but it's not. To me, it doesn't feel super heavy. But I got big old hands, so like maybe, yeah. But it is great. I really like this ink in here too. I've got Anderillium's Shoebill Stork Gray, Spoonbill, Shoebill, the gray Anderillium from the Bird series. That's in here, and I've really liked it. It's a great pencil-y gray. Works really well out of this pen. It's very understated. So yeah, I really like this one. This one is more expensive. I got a crazy deal on it, and I just couldn't walk away from it. But A plus Shoe Puff. That's definitely not that. Yeah, so it's $288 on Goldspot. I didn't pay near that really, but I've got mine in a fine. So but yeah, $288. It's not a cheap pen, but it is extremely good. So I really like it. I think it's great, but it is expensive. So, you know. Anyway, all right, folks. I need to go eat something. I'm fading. I need to get some food in me. Shoebill? Yeah, good. Thank you. I thought it was Shoebill, and then I was like, wait, maybe it's a Spoonbill, but Spoonbill's the pink, right? The hot pink. That was the first one I inked up, was that Spoonbill pink, and it is banging. Just a great pink. So yeah, thanks very much for hanging out with me today. Sorry it was just me. It was just the the Mike and Nose show here. But definitely check your emails. Make sure that you don't miss an email from me saying you won, because maybe you did. There are some winners in the chat here, which is amazing. Super thanks to all the people who entered that, and extra super duper thanks to all the folks who donated stuff, including Atomic Elf here in the chat for donating paintings he made, which are dope. Go eat. I actually gotta go get some food. Maybe I'll order a pizza. I don't know. Maybe I'll go get a frozen pizza. I haven't really decided. I don't know. But anyway, I got to go get some food in me before I starve to death. So thanks very much for hanging out with me. And I will see you next week, Tuesday and Thursday, as far as I'm aware. I will be on Twitch over at twitch.tv/InkDependence And I'll be back here with Audrey on Friday. We'll hear about the Dallas Pin Show there from her. So y'all take care of each other. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. And until next time, cheerio, water bus, and barahe. Bye, everybody.